Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Paragon doing it. I was thinking this morning about doing a video about the Holy Spirit and my experience dealing with the topic. As you may know, the Holy Spirit is the third part of the Trinity of some Christians, not all Christians, and basically, my understanding of it is that what is taught is that it's a God or a part of a God. A lot of people say that the Holy Spirit has no, well, it's not in the Old Testament. Well, I should be more clear as to say the Trinity is not in the Bible, period, which is true. Like the word Trinity is not in the Bible, but how that came about and basically my experience with it. And I wanted to really talk to people out there to see about how we can test this notion of the Holy Spirit. I've always looked at the Holy Spirit as the administrative arm of the Godhead notion, meaning that when the writers of the Bible, the Christian Bible, not the Jewish Bible, when it was time to write, they supposedly got inspired by the Holy Spirit. And I've always seen it as basically a possession, like the person was possessed by this Holy Spirit. So I would see, for example, Isaiah going on along in his business, and all of a sudden something gets inside him. Maybe his eyes gets wide open, and then he just starts to scribble away some notions on some paper, and then the Holy Spirit leaves him after possessing him, and then he looks at his paper and says, "Whoa, what is this that I've written?" And he takes it to some contemporary of his, and then they accept it or they reject it or whatever the case might be. That's one of the ways that I've always seen it as. Of course, like anything in religion, the concepts evolve. People accept or deny, and I think the Holy Spirit is not too different. In the New Testament, especially in the Gospels, the Holy Spirit is more pronounced. Because it takes the form of a dove to rest on Jesus when he gets baptized. And the Holy Spirit is supposed to be the active part of the Trinity with the believers. It enables them to speak in tongues and so on and so forth, while Jesus is sitting next to his Father in heaven. So when I used to go to church, one night after Bible study, I had an episode with 3 of the brothers where I try to basically do what I always try to do, which is to teach them that what they're saying has problems. And they told me to go ahead and consult the Holy Spirit, which is something that I never really considered. We talk mostly about Jesus, and then secondly about God, to be quite honest with you. But the Holy Spirit is not really something that's really well defined, and saying to worship Holy Spirit, worship the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is sort of like a tool. It's like the muscle guy, the bouncer at the door, in a way. So the 3 guys told me that I need to pray to the Holy Spirit in order to gain some understanding that I apparently lacked, even though I did a lot of reading and research before telling them what I was telling them. So I went home that night and I got on my knees and I prayed to the Holy Spirit, which felt incredibly weird, but I did it because I listened to the brothers and I wanted to see if what they were saying was correct. I didn't get anything out of it. In fact, my 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 doubt increased more, not because I prayed to the Holy Spirit, but because I just like to do research, and I like talking about the topic of religion. So it didn't work for me. So what I propose is a situation where you get persons, hopefully famous people, T.D. Jakes, Benny Hinn, Paul John Hagee, people like that who supposedly have the Holy Spirit, or somebody close to your neighborhood or whatever, who profess to have the Holy Spirit. And sometimes, you can't just pick these individuals because, for example, you've seen them speak in tongues. Somebody that you know is very pious, or they claim that they have contact with the Holy Spirit and can't contact the Holy Spirit at a moment's notice. So I propose a situation where you separate them into different rooms and you ask them questions with the Bible, and questions that are not debatable by interpretation, where a person will explain to you what this person means, or that, whatever the case is. It's a very clear-cut answer that everybody can agree to. Okay? So I would say 5 people, make it a odd number, and then you have a list of, let's say, 20 answers, and then you ask them the questions, and then you see what they come up with. 20 questions, 10 with a Bible in their hand and 10 without a Bible in their hand, to see how much they know. But the deal is, they have to contact the Holy Spirit for help. I predict that under this circumstance, all 5 of the contestants will not do very well. And it'll be especially interesting if you have 5 people, for example, from different Christian denominations: a Mormon, a Jehovah's Witness, a Seventh-day Adventist, a Catholic, a Baptist, whatever it may be, whomever you can find, as long as that they profess having contact with this Holy Spirit being. And I believe that will be a one way to show that there's not much to it. I believe that somebody will score better than the other people, especially if you have a video camera on them, where like the audience can see, and we would set it up so that their congregations would see them live. Maybe they start speaking in tongues, maybe the pages of the Bible will move on its own, maybe the pen will pick up and just start to write. I mean, that would be a wonderful thing. You could put that on YouTube, you can put that on CNN, the Christian Broadcasting Network, the Trinity Broadcasting Network. It'll be a huge victory for whichever the denominations get that victory. But I believe that nobody will really take that test, as long as everybody, the contestants, the 5 contestants, understand the rules and everything. They can even go home and study up. It doesn't really matter, because as long as they don't know what the questions are, then I'm fine with that. Because during my experience, not just praying from the Holy Spirit, I basically had to just go ahead and look up and cross verify about this and about that, when it comes to the Bible and everything else. I think the Holy Spirit is just the same. So I just wanted to make a video to see what you guys out there think of the experiment idea, to hear out what you guys think about the Holy Spirit, which is very crucial, because Jesus said that He'll forgive you for anything except if you deny the Holy Spirit. And of course, about the Holy Spirit challenge, the blasphemy challenge, I'm sorry. A lot of people came on YouTube and they denied the Holy Spirit, and so now Jesus cannot help them. They're going to go to hell. So they're going to go to Christian hell. So that's a very serious thing. So I think there's a lot of people who would be interested in the topic, and I think it's a topic that's very under covered, as in doesn't receive a lot of publicity. So I just wanted to make a video about that. We should set up an agreed upon testable situation and see what comes out. from the Holy Spirit. So that's my take on it, and I'll talk to you later.